I basically did not do anything during COVID-19. I just enjoy home cook. My wife is a very good cook, and never in my life I've been eating so much at home. I
Did,
enjoyed it.
so did you gain weight by eating at home?
I thought I would gain weight. Every one of my friends, when I posted every meal every day during COVID-19, everybody asked me, did I gain weight? But I did not gain weight. No, in fact, I lose weight. Well, I think it's because of all the healthy food. We've been eating very, very well at home, and I never thought that I enjoy home cooking so much.
Yeah,
Uh,
because whether it's personal or professional, I remember Gary and I used to eat and entertain clients all the time outside,
yes,
right?
yes,
Hotels, restaurants,
yes.
all that sort of stuff. But you
Yeah.
enjoyed home cooking.
Well, I hate to say it, but yes, right now, yes.
Okay, good.
Just both, as Khalid mentioned, both of us travel around quite a few countries all the time. I mean, I think we travel around almost every other week, and we enjoy the outside restaurant, hotels, and things like that. And never I thought that I would ever enjoy home cooked meals. But this during MCO, it was an eye opener. We can be creative. We can be creative with food. The food can be very healthy, and the best part is the quality time spent preparing the food and enjoying the meals together.
With the
And that to
family.
me is something, I mean, something I have never done for 40 over years of my life. And that is an eye opener, I would say. What about you, Khalid? What did you do?
Yeah, it's interesting enough. You enjoyed cooking your wife's food.
I don't cook. I
Yeah.
just enjoy the food.
Yeah, we know that, Gary. We know that. So for myself, I actually enjoyed cooking. I mean, believe it or not, I've always had maids, and I've never sort of been into the kitchen to cook. I can boil water, I can boil an egg, but that's about it. So during COVID, I mean, I started dabbling in a bit of cooking, and now I can cook decently. I mean, the people at home, they say that they can eat my cooking and they enjoy cooking, and I really, really enjoy cooking. So during COVID, during those 3 months, I cooked, I baked. So I enjoyed not only eating but also cooking.
Well, certainly not the Khalid that I know.
That's true. That's true. Hey, again, we're here to talk about my cooking story, right? What is that, Gary? What's my cooking story?
Well, my cooking story is something that an inspiration that we got while working and staying at home for the last 3 months during MCO. Um, it is an inspiration we got exactly because of the healthy meals that Khalid spent so much time preparing. I spent so much time eating from my wife's cooking, and we thought to ourselves, hey, actually, to many people, I even asked many of my friends who have never touched, I mean, they have never touched a cookware in their life for the last 40 years. We are all in the 40s, right? And all of a sudden, we can see from day one of the MCO till the end of the MCO, you can see the transformation from a person who can hardly fry an egg to someone who can even cook even chicken curry and even some difficult dishes, I would say. So all these actually open our eyes, coupled with some research as well. Online sales for kitchenware has skyrocketed to you. Some of the categories has grown by 800%. So we saw this as a great is unusual time where I think there's a big market opening up in terms of demand for home cooking, home serving, home eating. And we thought my cooking story would be the perfect platform for us to share. I mean, quality cookware, quality kitchenware at an affordable price for home cooks, the many new home cooks in our country. So yeah, that's basically how we come up with my cooking story.
So it's interesting. I mean, what Gary said. So it's my cooking story, and what we also want. I mean, from my point of view, what I realized was I was looking at Jamie Oliver, Gordon Ramsay, and I was following their recipes, right? But then, for example, I made shepherd's pie, right? And I shared it with my family. They kind of liked it, but it wasn't spicy enough for them, right? So then I realized to myself, I said to Gary one day, hey, why don't we get together? Because there are lots of people like me, because as Gary said, he's got friends who started cooking. I've got friends who started cooking as well, and they enjoyed cooking. So, how about sharing our recipes, sharing Malaysian cooking with each other? I went online, looked around. There wasn't any forum or a platform for all of us. I call myself a closet cook or an amateur cook or a home cook to come together, share their recipes, showcase what they've made. Because I also realized, not just me, Gary, I mean, whenever I do something, when I cook something, I send it to Gary and I look forward to him saying, wow, Khalid on WhatsApp. And that makes me feel good. And I realize a lot of my friends do that as well. And so, we've created a platform, not just for kitchenware, but also for the home cooking community to come together, share their happiness, share their artwork, which is they're cooking the dishes they've cooked on, social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. Also, one of the things that Gary kept saying, right? Again, Gary's wife cooks. He sends me photos where all of the stuff that's displayed on their dining table, looks really, really like a restaurant. I said to Gary, hey, this looks like a restaurant. What's the secret? How did your wife make this look like a restaurant?
Yeah. That's just not the only feedback from Khalid. And in fact, many of my friends actually ask me this question: hey, how do you guys do it? Because I have a talented wife who cooks well. She learns very fast in terms of new dishes, and more importantly, she knows how to serve it well as well, to make it more appetizing for the family. The other thing is, when we experiment with new dishes, all right, at the same time we are looking at how do we actually make it much more appealing in terms of when we serve the food on the table. Because we told ourselves, remember, I don't know with you, but in the family that I grew up, my mom always tells me, well, the nice plates and dinnerware, please keep it aside so that we can actually use it when there's a VIP come visiting our house. So what happened with that statement is that we always tend to keep all our nice dinnerware, nice serveware in the cabinet, sometimes not forgetting even that they are there, just to wait for that one day VIP guy or VIP family friend who comes and we can use it. So we told ourselves, why do we have that mentality? It's not right. We should be using the best dinnerware every day, because it makes our life much happier when we share the bonding time during the meals. And I think nobody is more important than your own family when you have your meals every day.
Agree.
So to us, it's kind of like opens up this mentality, put it aside. I think that's the reason why I think we should maintain a very high standard in terms of we eat well, we serve our food well, because those are quality family bonding time. That's what I understand.
So you also brought the outside dining experience inside your house, right?
That's right.
That's what you're saying.
That's the exact reason why we actually take pictures and share it in the Facebook. Then friends is asking, wow, you're like eating outside in the five-star restaurant every day. I said, well, you can do that too. Yeah. You can do that too. It's not difficult. Just make an effort and open up your cabinet and bring out your best dinnerware or serveware.
So, the other thing I realized, Gary, is I think I call you all the time and I tell you, whenever I'm watching these recipes, right? I don't know whether you guys had the same experience. They say, you need a whisk, you need a spatula, you need a deep wok, a 32 cm wok to cook the fried rice, right? But when I look around my kitchen, I couldn't